Hi, Cassie here with Flourish Health Coaching. In this video, we're going to do the Parmesan baked salmon. So the first step, I made sure that I preheated my oven to 400 degrees, and then I prepared my baking sheet. For this recipe, if you're using a baking sheet, you need to make sure that it has a rim on it. And I just put my parchment paper down on there and got my salmon fillets on there. So now we're going to make the Parmesan coating. So what we're going to do is start with our half a cup of almond meal, a quarter cup of Parmesan cheese, 2 cloves of garlic, so we're going to do 2 teaspoons of the minced garlic, and then we're going to do 2 teaspoons each of our thyme and 2 teaspoons of our basil. If you have fresh herbs, you can use those as well. If you do use them fresh, just do a tablespoon, and that would be delicious. So as soon as I get my herb garden, I'm definitely going to be using fresh herbs in this recipe. I'm going to throw my basil in there. All right. And then I'm just going to stir this up here. So let's get it nice and mixed up. All right. The next step we're going to do is we're going to put our melted butter in here, and then we're going to put our salt and pepper in. So we're going to take our melted butter, dump that in. And I love to use ramekins to melt my butter on the stove. I grabbed this at Michael's for $1, but it's a great way so you're not damaging your healthy fats in the microwave. So if at all possible, avoid the microwave and melt your butter on the stove. And then I'm going to do a half teaspoon each of my salt and pepper for this recipe. It's up to you. You can taste it and adjust the salt and pepper to your liking. So we're going to put a half a teaspoon of our salt in there. And now we're going to mix this all up. This smells real yummy. Now that we have that mixed up, what we're going to do is just coat both pieces of salmon, or however many pieces you have, in this. And we're going to throw it in the oven. This is going to be so good. Just putting a nice even layer on the top here. And since I am only using 2 pieces and not 4 pieces like the recipe says, I'm going to put some of my coating on the sides here. Otherwise, I would normally just put it on the top if I was using all 4 pieces of salmon. But I do not want to waste this delicious topping that I have here. So now that I have my pieces of salmon covered here, I'm going to throw it in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes until it's cooked through and starting to flake. And I will take a picture so you can see what the end product looks like. This is what it's going to look like before it goes into the oven. I hope you enjoy.